In the quiet corridors of America's most notorious women's prisons, beyond the high walls topped with razor wire, live the kinds of criminals society doesn't like to talk about. Mothers who murdered, lovers who betrayed with blood, daughters turned executioners. Their crimes defy logic, morality, and human nature. They are women, yes, but what lies beneath is darker than anyone dares to imagine. This is not fiction. These are real lives, real deaths, and real evil. One of them strangled her child, then went to lunch. One dismembered her roommate and went dancing that night. One married her victim's father just to inherit the body. This is not a story of redemption. This is a confrontation with the darkness inside women history tried to ignore. These are the most dangerous women in America's prisons, and they want to talk. This section covers individual stories of multiple dangerous female inmates, such as 1. Mindy LaPointe, a beauty pageant queen turned child killer. Her story unravels how jealousy and maternal delusion led to infanticide. Details include her upbringing in a controlling household, her obsession with her boyfriend, and the horrifying night she smothered her 2-year-old stepdaughter with a pillow. The media branded her the angel of death in lipstick. 2. Charlene Galvin, a Southern housewife with a secret drug network that ran across 4 states. Behind her calm demeanor was a psychotic manipulator who orchestrated 5 murders to silence informants. Interviews with detectives and former DEA agents reveal her ability to turn men into murder weapons. 3. Rosa Menendez. Once a nurse, Rosa used insulin overdoses to kill patients she deemed weak. She believed she was saving the system money. At least 9 deaths were confirmed before she was caught. Her courtroom testimony is chilling. She smiles as she speaks. 4. Caitlin Briggs, a 22-year-old who dismembered her college roommate in a rage after a failed love triangle. The story follows her psychological decline, the trial that shocked Oregon, and her life in solitary confinement today. Each story is broken into background and personality profile, timeline of events, law enforcement response, public media reaction, legal outcome, and current prison status. Throughout, psychological analysis by criminal profilers is included to explore what separates these women from the average inmate. This section gives a gritty look at what life is like inside women's maximum security prisons. Power dynamics between inmates. The silent hierarchy. Who rules? Who obeys? Who dies? How these women manipulate prison staff, organize crime from the inside. Real prison interviews, secret affairs, fights, psychological games. Interviews with correctional officers who live in fear of certain inmates. Mental health breakdowns and suicide attempts. Drug smuggling, contraband trade, and honey traps used on guards. The section focuses on Central California Women's Facility, Lowell Correctional Institution, Florida, Indiana Women's Prison. It blends true stories with prison log reports and documented incidents. The tone remains serious, cold, and haunting. They were daughters, girlfriends, teachers, caretakers. And yet, behind every innocent smile was a storm waiting to kill. What makes these women different is not that they killed, but how easily they could go back to being mothers, daughters, and wives after the act. America's prisons are full of these forgotten monsters, locked behind walls not because they're broken, but because they're complete, calm, calculated, proud. So the next time you hear someone say, "Women don't kill like that," remember these names, and remember their victims, because evil has many faces, and some of them wear makeup. If this story chilled you, shocked you, or made you think, comment below and let us know. Which of these women do you think is the most dangerous? Subscribe to America's Hidden Crimes for more disturbing real-life stories from the darkest corners of the United States.